So, Timmy's Games Emporium is alive and well. You know.
Oh wow! Good for him.
Keeping the lights on.
Good for him.
And,
after he found out he's only making $6 an hour, I thought that would be the end of it.
Timmy is very determined. What actually he learned from that is that if he just works more hours.
I see.
He's like, if I make $6 an hour, if I work more hours,
doesn't that make it less?
Well, we can't tell Timmy that.
If he works more hours, it goes down. The average person.
No, that's not how math works.
Okay. Anyway. Whatever. Timmy does Timmy. Okay.
And he's rolling along, you know. He's not closed, okay? He's open.
You know, the problem is Jimmy's Emporium is nearby, and that's such an even worse store that Timmy has a chance.
Timmy is at least, like I said, the thing we love about Timmy is Timmy has hope, right? Timmy's generally, he's excited. He's excited. a lot of debt. But Timmy's excited, at the very least, he's excited and enthusiastic.
What? Here's what happened. He got some Final Fantasy, and he's like, this is great. You know, he's like, he's watching it leave the store, and he's like, you know, I'm obviously killing it.
He's like, I'm the best. I'm so smart.
Best.
I'm a genius.
This once in a generation lifetime magic set came out.
It'll never happen again.
It'll never happen again. And he's just I can do this.
He's like, hobby store's easy.
Hobby store's
so easy. So easy.
Space Wolves.
He's like bobbleheading or whatever. He's behind the till like this. He's just like.
Yeah. Sure.
So he's living on life on the edge right now. Sure. He's loving it.
He's contemplating a Switch too. Even he's like, that's how good he feels right now. He's like, you know,
he is killing it. He's got a Switch too. And Timmy gets the news that there's a new edition of Warhammer coming.
Oh yeah, it's his first time.
It's his first time going through this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So. Our wonderful Patreon audience submitted this question to us. So if you like us and you want to ask us some specific questions about the industry, you can sign up on our Patreon and you can ask us questions on there. We try to take these questions whenever we can. What's Timmy going to do?
Well, I mean, you know, they got the new launch box announced. You know, whatever they're going to call it. I don't know. Think of a dumb name.
Oh man.
Kratos edition or something. I don't know. Behemoth. It's the Behemoth launch box. Kraken Tide.
Yeah, Behemoth's a good name.
Kraken.
Behemoth.
It's a Tyranid hive, obviously. Whatever.
I can only think of Skaven and Tyranids right now. Yeah. I'm so uncreative.
Yeah.
Kraken Tide.
Kraken Tide. Yeah, so the Kraken Tide box is coming. It's
coming. It's bigger and better than ever before, and more expensive. It's loaded with
more new Space Marines. They got even bigger. They're even bigger than Saturn IX.
Their guns have guns.
Their guns have guns.
Yeah.
They're all just dreadnoughts. It's just a box of dreadnoughts.
It's a box of dreadnoughts.
They're all. You got to go bigger and better every time, and they're fighting. Well, what are we back? Probably orcs again. We haven't fought orcs in a little while. So
bring orcs back.
Dreadnoughts versus Killicans. I don't know.
Bring Dark
Megacans.
back.
They're called Mega.
The Rock Hair again going.
That would be, I mean, yeah. Anyway, it's $400 and blah blah blah, and he's like, this is the greatest product ever. He's like, I'm gonna order 100.
Timmy has the capital to order 100.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he's gonna leverage himself.
Yeah, he's just taking it. His mortgage. No, this is a mortgage.
We're going beyond credit cards.
This is a.
He's got a lot.
This is a HELOC.
A sick.
He's taking
Timmy's putting his house on the line.
He's taking one against the house here, right?
Oh no!
Taking one on the house.
Oh no! Timmy didn't see what happened.
For those of you born after me, I'm sorry, you don't even know what that means, but it's fine. You don't need to know.
Apparently, yeah.
You won't need to know. It's fine. No. Anyway, he's taking one against the house. So. Again.
So Timmy's really willing to risk it all here. And
life is so good right now. He's been like we just described earlier.
Everything is like Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
right?
everything's
everything's
yeah. He's ignoring the fact every store's ordering 100 and all that stuff. But anyway, and he's conveniently forgetting that he probably. There's other things he needs to stock up on, like new objective decks and the new codexes and the wave of Space Marine dreadnoughts and orcs that are going to come out after that. And
he's gonna have money for that. What's
going to happen to? There's going to be like, they're changing the game too. They're gonna you can't use dice anymore or whatever. You know, now there's there's new 40 special 40K dice that have non-numerical symbols on it, so he needs to stock up on those.
What happens to all of Timmy's product he's got on the wall?
Yeah, so he's what would be a misstep here? He would I guess he's under ordering. He should probably be like stocking up to make sure he has a full selection, but he's not doing that.
Now, if Timmy was like had ordered too many books or something like that, so all of Timmy's books are no longer going to be used.
Oh,
now,
sure,
right?
yeah,
'Cause, like, that's the new way of things, right? So GW is going to come up with some reason why this edition's so different and unique. We create a new stat or something, and now we have to.
Yeah, we're adding cool to 40K. We got a cool stat.
Now we got to get rid of all the books and create new books,
doing
right?
a book
So
wipe,
it's a book wipe. And you know what? The consumers basically said that's fine, I guess, because people basically took it on the chin.
I guess so.
Just
multiple times, yeah.
multiple times, yeah. I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Dollars of books is no longer worth $1.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
So Timmy's so new edition is
he's got to buy index cards. Then there's going to be a stacks of it. He's got to decide how many index cards he's got to buy.
So Timmy's already in the hole before the editions even started, right? He's got dead product now that he can't sell.
Yeah.
And he's got a list of things he has to spend money on.
He has to spec on a bunch of things. Yeah.
And how would Timmy even come up with a number? Like,
yeah. I mean, he's got to. I don't know. Start asking questions to everyone he can think of. Be like, do you want it? You want it? Are you in? How many?
Right.
How many?
Having like a really good pulse on like your customers, who's reliable, who's going to actually buy the stuff from you.
Yep.
Starting as early as possible.
Yep.
Even if you get a sense that like an edition's coming, like you can never start too early asking people.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, I've been writing down for this new Heresy launch that's coming. God knows, I don't even know when. Sometime this summer. We have a huge list already of like people that want I'm just asking. Based on what I think and know is coming out. Like, what are you getting? So there'll be no surprises, right?
I mean, new edition flips are interesting in that, there is, you are going to make, you will net make above, like a little bit more money than normal, I guess is the right way to put it. But you do also have to put up a bunch up front. And the real game is how close can you thread the needle? Because some of these things are exciting, they're almost too exciting, and it is very easy to just bury any progress because you went too nuts.
Yeah.
Obviously no one likes leaving money on the table. We had the whole Indominus thing and whatever, and that rubber banded hard later when Dominion came out and people thought that this lightning was like a normal thing and all this stuff. That was also mid-pandemic and all that.
You almost have to throw out all that information. Like, that data doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't matter.
It's basically irrelevant.
For it.
Yeah. Still to this day are falling for it.
It is of our opinion that the launch box number you settle on is probably going to make or break the whole thing in terms of a monetary proposition at the end of the day. If you overcommit on massive launch boxes, you just say forget it to any progress. Your books will look really nice, like when you write down the revenue. Revenue. You'll be like, "Whoa, man, we killed it this month." Yeah. You're like, "Yeah, but you spent $1 billion, so you didn't, right?" Yeah. So
now, I think the
next one's probably the index cards is the other one.
Timmy's probably biggest pitfall, I think, out of everything. Like you said, is the potential to overspend is huge, but also I think. It's a losing perspective on what's important. A new edition provides a massive B12 shot to the arm to basically your entire potential to sell 40K things essentially. Yeah. And the real winner always needs to be the existing product that you have on the shelf. And the opportunity for people to start new armies, to get into 40K for the first time, to get excited about 40K again, to buy new stuff. Even not the new stuff, just stuff that you have is massive. Mm-hmm. And that is where I think a lot of Timmys forget that part and focus on the product that's coming out instead of thinking about what is this opportunity giving my business or my store or my community. I think and anyone who's played any of these games will tell you that this is the case. A new edition it's always if you're really into it already, sometimes you look at it as oh, okay, I got to learn more stuff. But most people that enjoy their hobbies look at it as oh, this is going to be interesting and exciting, a chance to do something new, right?
Yeah, no, without fail, every time there's a new 40K edition or whatever, there are model kits on the wall that I haven't seen sold in a little while. Like all of a sudden become hot. People start studying the index cards and data sheets and early rules, and the busted rules get, I recall distinctly that what is it, early 10th or whatever it was, or early 8th. There was whatever, I think it was 10th. Whenever the Wraith Night was it was early 10th. Yeah, I think we had like 3 Wraith Nights for some reason because of like either duplicate orders or someone returned one or something, and people were just like, I need it, it's busted. Like, you're like, okay, still waiting for the servo turret.
Yeah, that thing needs to get some good rules. Yeah, I can't stare at these 5 boxes anymore. It's killing me.
But seriously, no, if I had to like say one thing, is if GW said, okay, the new edition's in like 2 months or in 6 weeks, I'd be going through my, I do this periodically anyway, I'd be going through my inventory of 40K and specifically looking at things I have 0 of that are still like, not obsolete, that are still in the main catalog, and I'd be like, order, fill up that wall with all the stuff.
Make sure you have all the combat patrols.
All the combat patrols.
Because people are going to be starting armies.
Just bulk up, because that's the stuff that is going to actually make you the real profit. Yeah. Because you'll for sure not fully sell all the new stuff. There's always new stuff too that like Games Workshop puts it forward because they're like, oh, we think you'll like this, but like in practicality, it doesn't always work out that way. There's always little bits and bobs and things they release that people are like, that's cool, I don't care. Maybe it's a little objective set, maybe it's some new fun dice, or even among the index cards, there's just some that don't sell like for like ever. So
the index cards, let me tell you right now, are not a way to make money.
Yeah,
they are probably if you're lucky, you'll break even on them because you're gonna have extras, and then eventually they become worthless.
Yeah, they become worthless pretty fast.
At least they generally just enable your customers to get excited about an army and start playing, and then hopefully they're buying kits and stuff from you, right? So, the index cards always feel like a bit of a trap.
Yeah, it's just I just always assume this is like this is an L.
We call it a cost of doing business.
It's a cost of doing business.
Yeah, it really is.
You like have to have someone launch day because you want people to walk in and be able to get little physical rule cards for their army day one, but there's always like not all of them sell at the same pace and rate, and they're not all popular at the same time. And then as codexes and army books trickle out, some of the extras you have become completely obsolete, and actually nowadays I think it's even worse because everyone has just, as time has gone on, has more and more just moved strictly to digital, whether it's the GW app or a random Russian website or whatever. They just like have, I'm starting to see it with even the match play cards or whatever you want to call them, chapter proof this or General's Handbook that. There's more people that are just like starting to reject that product a little bit because they're just like, it's going to expire. So
yeah, there's the danger to physical products if they're not perceived as like more long term, as being like I'm just going to opt out of this essentially. Like it's almost like it's the same with like the subscription fatigue for like digital services.
Yep.
People are just like, I'm just going to pirate this because like this is they deem it as like not a fair transaction or whatever the justification is, right? So not putting a value judgment on it, it's just what you kind of like realize is happening.
Yep. So I mean, no, new additions here are still a big deal. I think, like you said, it's more about the injection of new people and returning people. Yeah. It's like the fresh slate is a really important big part of it. It just flattens everything. You always see those two categories, the new and the returning, happen. It's like, oh, I haven't played in a while, years. This is a perfect time. No one knows what's happening, and or they have some new starter boxes that are exciting, and it just like. It's a nice injection in the store. So I think generally stores, at least for us, it is a good time. I don't really.
Yeah, well, especially we've become a lot more conservative with our box set orders. So like we're more of like we want to sell out.
Yeah.
And then when we sell out, we're happy.
Yep.
And then we move on.
Yeah.
And because of that, we're not like hyper focused on that product. We're more focused on the edition and like helping people build their armies up and get into the edition and having fun and stuff. So yeah, that would be our advice to Timmy to try to not get too fixed on the because even the trade guys at GW, they're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna want to have some leftover for Christmas and all this stuff, and
they love pushing the
and then you're at Adepticon after Christmas 4 months later, and they have 500 Skaven Tides in a box and a stack that they're giving away for free.
God. It was more than that, but
for free.
Yeah.
So
that's the.
You want to have those on your shelf after, guys?
Yeah.
They
really. It sounds, when you see the box and the amount, you're just like, how is this a loss? And you're like, but it becomes one. It's just the market gets flooded.
There's thousands of stores like us, right? Like it's just there's so many stores, and like you said, it doesn't. It takes like only 10% of them to go hamburger with this.
Yep.
For it to just become like, okay, there's just too many out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and I think it's one of the byproducts of like the digital era where everyone's trying to sell to everyone.
Yeah.
Right? Because like. Yes. This is where we're like going back to like, we have a web store, but like I don't expect anyone to buy it off the web store.
Yeah,
it's like I'm mostly focusing on a box like that. It's like, can I sell it to our customers?
Yeah,
and then move on, right? Like because
and make sure that
competing with everybody in Canada over this box set.
Yes,
with places that have ordered hundreds of them or whatever, and are trying to liquidate them essentially. I don't know. It's exhausting.
Yeah, and it makes it. It also makes it like instantly not that special And that's the other thing is GW does make a lot of them. They've chosen, they're on that edge of like, if we don't make enough, people are pissed, and then like stores are upset, and you get all this negative flack because and then the scalping happens and all this nonsense. That's one side. The other side, which they've chosen to do every time, is make 1 billion of them, and it's not special and it doesn't sell out and all that stuff. So it's, you could argue which one is like the better of the two, but I don't know. I imagine on the one hand, they're like, if we make too many and it's not special, you know what, whatever. At least everyone who wants one gets one. I can see that argument. But yeah, it's definitely, I think that's our main takeaway here. Is,
the 40K ones tend to age better than the AOS ones, historically. But, I mean, even still, like you want to have these like giant boxes that take up a massive amount of space, and you want to sit on them for years just so you can move them for like regular margin or whatever. It's not necessarily the greatest business decision.
No, and even then, after like a year, it becomes like almost impossible because like even though the deal is still there, even if we had discount. Or like whatever, people are like, but I can eBay this like guy's arm that I want, or like these 3 guys, and you're like, oh my god,
because there's people doing that day one, breaking them up.
They're breaking them up, and so it's crazy. Yeah.
Well, that's our letter to Timmy.
Don't take that. Don't refinance that mortgage.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Use your cash if you can. Don't overextend. Try to sell out and move on with your life. That's the best thing you can do in release. And consumers, like a little bit of advice on that side is try not to get caught up in the hype. True. Think about what you want to accomplish, and it's okay to, let's say it's great to be excited. We all get excited about a new edition with our buddies, and we decide what we're going to do. And most of the time we start a new army. But I can tell you countless times where like I've had like the people come in and be like, I'm getting the new box set. They're like ravenous or whatever, and I'm like, wait a second, like what are you gonna do with the stuff inside? They're like, I don't know. I'm like, do you even like the stuff inside the box? And they're like, not really. I'm like, but it's a great deal. And I'm like, but if you're not gonna use it, so there's always this little bit of hype that kind of like you have to figure out if it's real or not for you, right? We're always fighting that though with GW because it's cool shit every week. So and other companies, they're all vying for your hobby dollars, which are easy to spend, but like your time, which is the thing that's the hardest to actually finish the stuff. So thanks for watching, everyone. We appreciate it. Let us know in the comments what you think about edition changes. If you have any experience on the business side or what you've seen your local hobby shop do, anything interesting that ever came to mind. And if you like these kind of videos, give us a like, a subscribe, and you can check out our hobby channel, Lords of War Games hobby channel. Jeez, what a dumb name.
It's a stupid name, yeah.
I wonder who came up with it. And we have a Patreon as well where you can interact with us more personally. We try to answer questions on there, and we have more stuff planned for the future. So thanks for watching. Take care.
Bye.